referee Jack Reiss as he announces retirement from the sport of boxing, okay? But he will still be a judge. After 25 years of boxing as a referee, Jack Reiss will no longer be the third man in the ring, but he will continue to serve as one of the three judges around the ring, okay? Reiss's announcement Reiss announced his retirement early this week to the California State Athletic Commission and then spread the news in an interview with Randy Gordon and Jerry Cooney, the host of At the Fights on SiriusXM. He stated, I'm always watching athletes and fighters as officials stay in the game too long and they leave a shell of themselves. I never wanted that for me, said Reiss, who is 68 years old. He said, I don't want to leave the sport with people having bad connotations of me. I left at the top, okay? And he said, it's the right thing to do because Father Time is undefeated. It's going to be sooner or later when the old body gives out on me. I don't want to embarrass anybody, embarrass myself, or get anybody hurt, okay? And Reiss said, there's nothing physically wrong with me. I'm not sick. People are speculating. It's nothing to do with that. It's just the right time, and it's the right thing to do, okay? And let me counterpunch. I think Jack Reiss made a very selfless decision, okay? And I want to make, because I'm looking up here, okay? I want to make something known that he brought up a good point that referees get too old to be referees as well. No, they don't take blows, but you have to physically be able to engage in a fight or to separate a fight. You're a part of the fight because you are responsible for how that fight goes. If you see fouls, if you see too much shoving, if you see too much clinching, if you see too much filing, too many fouls can cause a fight to go the way it don't supposed to go. It's up to you to make sure that you're able to see that. Not a lazy referee. We've seen a lot of them that a lot of people don't talk enough about. Okay? There's a lot of referees like, for example, referee Chris Bird. Referee Chris Bird, not Chris Bird, referee Bird, Robert Bird. Robert Bird, I look at as a lazy referee. He's what I mean by that, referees, if they see a knockdown or something looks a bit too impactful, they're waving the fight off to make it easier on themselves. I've seen that shit. Robert Bird did that to when Dimitri Pitrug dropped Danny Jacobs, the Magic Man. Before he was the Magic Man, he got dropped, and he shoved his chest down and waved the fight off. You know why? Because he's a lazy-ass referee. Jack Reiss, I can say, without a shadow of a doubt, was not one of those people. If he had been, he would have called fights off a long time ago. He was responsible for Tyson Fury, or giving Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt, making his career. If it wasn't for Jack Reiss, Tyson Fury wouldn't be who he was today. Tyson Fury wouldn't be fighting Alexander Usyk in a rematch today. He would not be the WBC heavyweight champion today, or then when he lost it to Alexander Usyk, which still holds that belt, needless to say. Okay, so Jack Reiss has contributed to the sport accordingly in my book. Okay, so for him to say, you know what, I don't really I want to leave on top. I want to leave while I still have my, my faculties and my reflexes. You know what I mean? But I'll still be a judge. Something had to happen, though, where he felt, you know what? I don't feel as good in this fight as I did in that last fight. It had to be a small incline or decline, at least, to let him know mentally, yo, it's time to leave. It's time to exit stage left. Okay? That's what it's time for, if you ask me. And I've been looking up something that I want to share with you guys, okay? Now, Victor Longlin, okay? He is, let's take a look at him. Victor Longlin, retire you corrupt. Now, this is the same referee, people, that refereed the Cameron and Whitaker fight. And if you've seen, he was much too small, much too old to be physical and saving those guys for going over those damn ropes. Regardless if it was intentional or not, he could have stopped it had he been at himself. Okay, see, sometimes some referees are not meant to referee certain fights. You know what I mean? Especially bigger guys like Whitaker and Cameron. Okay, those are bigger dudes. Those are not 122-pound flyweights. Those guys are 170 plus pounds. Okay, especially when they're in the ring. And you could see, if he would have held on, he probably would have went over there with him. He was too damn small and too old. Okay? He wasn't fit enough to take care of that fight or to referee that fight properly, safely. And that's what Jack Reiss wants to avoid. Like, look, I don't want to be responsible for anything happening because I'm trying to hang on based on my own pride. So shout out to Jack Reiss. At least he'll be a judge, and at least we'll know what his credentials are on how to score a damn fight because he's around the sport. But you guys tell me what you think of Jack Reiss announcing retirement from the sport of boxing over 25 years of service. I salute you. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.